This special podcast is brought to you by RWBY Volume 1. Relive the action, drama, and awesome soundtrack. Available now on DVD, Blu-ray, and iTunes. Buy your copy today at the Rooster Teeth store and on iTunes.
Sweep through.
Cool. Welcome to the first ever RWBY/RT Ladies podcast.
Yes.
What is up tonight?
Are you excited?
Hell yeah. I'm ready to talk some RWBY. I don't know about you guys, but
yeah.
We got Lindsay Tuggy.
Sup?
We got Aaron Zeck. I am Barbara Dunkelman. And then we got Kara Eberly. And then we got Gus, who's in the control room, not on the set, but with us in spirit.
He's there.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We also got these
There he
sweet-ass
is.
cups. Courtesy of someone.
Yeah,
Oh,
copies.
Gus thought
Hey,
he would
Gus.
class it up for the podcast in a little tuxedo shirt.
He was adjusting his
Looking
bow tie
fly.
earlier. It was pretty cute.
But yes,
I'm
we
excited
have,
about these cups.
we have
Look
these
at
cups.
this shit.
They are full of
Blue.
drinks.
I mean, it's purple.
Is Kara responsible for these?
Yes.
Who's responsible for these?
I might be.
Okay.
Of
Thank you
course.
very much.
You're
I
very
appreciate it.
welcome.
How, do you want to explain your rationale into choosing each of the cups?
Each of the cups, of course, had a rationale. Of course, RWBY, played by Lindsay, has the red cup. RWBY red.
What up?
I actually
And
chose this
then-
without even thinking about it. It was totally subliminal. And then I noticed later, I was like, my God.
Oh, this is magic. And then Aaron has the purple cup.
Because apparently that's closest to black, as
Yeah.
we've discovered with our
But
flowers.
We did say Blake has purple leggings. So it totally
There's
counts.
right.
There's
It's in the
an ombre.
canon. It's fine.
And then it came down between my cup, which is pink, and it says bottoms up,
Bottoms up.
or Barbara's, which is green, which says bling it on.
Bling it on. It's a pun cup. So I think Kara chose wisely to give me this one.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Wisely? Oh! Off to a great start.
Woof.
Alrighty, of course.
I'm so happy. Right
So
now.
during the podcast, you could tweet at us. The hashtag is RTLadies if you have any questions you want us to answer. But we're going to be talking about RWBY and some other fun stuff.
Yeah, like the
Girl
sweet
stuff.
finale. And volume 1 finally being out. People are already buying it in Walmart. I saw several tweets about it. That's awesome.
Yep.
I
Didn't
bought it.
Yeah.
Aaron, you and Miles actually went to Walmart to try and
Yeah.
find it, right?
We did, and it was kind of funny actually because Miles had just a little bit of tequila, and whenever he recorded the video, he recorded it, and then whenever we went back to watch it again, it was upside down.
Yeah. Did he tell you what I did?
No.
He showed me the video. Like, he's like, oh, it's in the RT Life folder, but it's upside down. So I was watching it the whole time like this at my desk because I really wanted to see it.
Fix it in post.
So funny because at one point he turns around and he's like, one of us might have had too much tequila, and it's upside down. He's like in frame like this.
It'd
and
be even
it's
better if it was
so
just like his
funny.
forehead in the shot. It's like,
Yeah.
one of us is drunk. Which is it, Aaron?
And then he giggles too. He goes, hee hee.
Miles is a giggler.
Yeah, he is.
Eh.
Does he
Miles-
giggle in other places?
No.
That's
Whoa.
weird. Oh, there you go.
Wink.
But it was really cool. I saw the DVD at Walmart today when I came in. I got these at Walmart. If, you know,
Yeah, I was gonna
anybody
ask, I
wants
was like-
them. That's where they are from.
We got
Right,
some
yeah.
There you go. But,
cover art of
Walmart's
the DVD.
classy.
There's
Sure.
if
Okay.
we have the cover art of the DVD, we can show.
Pull it up on the screen. We also have it behind us as well.
We have
Right
it.
there.
Yep. There
Check
we
it.
go.
Beautiful.
That is a Blu-ray. It's awesome. But it was so cool to see.
cool.
Just and I wasn't even looking for it. It was literally like right there at the very end, and I was just kind of in passing. And of course, RWBY caught my eye, and I was like, yes. I took a picture of it, sent it to my mom, played a whole little fangirl moment.
Yeah,
But
it's pretty sweet.
the same
Like,
thing.
I mean, I know Aaron's watched a bit of anime, and obviously Miles is a huge anime fan. But it's pretty awesome to see RWBY right next to like Naruto and Rurouni Kenshin DVDs. I'm like, that's awesome.
It's also pretty cool to be number 2 on Crunchyroll
Yeah,
during the
Yeah.
finale.
yeah.
That's
insane.
crazy. Like, that's like the Netflix of anime, right?
Yeah, if I can,
is.
if I can search
so,
like
yeah.
Hunter and RWBY will be right next to it, and it's just like
Hunter x Hunter, man.
What's
up?
that show got weird.
I know. We actually have the.
I didn't get too far into it. Don't spoil
Okay,
anything
I'm
for
not
me.
gonna say anything.
we have the
It gets
physical
weird.
copies here of the Blu-ray and DVD. We actually have a black ray
A black
here,
ray.
and we also
Yeah.
have a brown ray next door. But
Oh,
He's working.
knee
No call him over.
slapper.
but It was really cool. I don't know if anybody else ever has done a black Ray before, because it always has to be blue, like the Red versus Blue DVD with the blue bands.
We're special like that.
But-
We're actually kind of
that's
marketing toward Faunus right now, so we're going with like a Blake theme. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
If anyone has ears that are of another animal out there, buy our DVD and our Blu-ray
tail.
or Black Ray, because it's for you, people like you.
No shame in having a tail.
Or I guess Faunus.
No shame.
What would you? How do I address the populace?
So
Faunus like
The
you.
Faunus. It's Faunus. It's not Fauna.
I was gonna ask how
Yeah.
pissed off were
Faunai.
you?
Oh my God. What really sucks is that
Fantasies.
Carrie and Miles specifically told me not to say anything. If I saw the
Because it
word
would have been
fauna,
obvious.
yeah, because I couldn't know more than I was supposed to know because Blake, blah blah blah. Anyway, that drove me nuts. Fauna everywhere, faunai.
The second
just-
your
yeah.
bow twitched, it seemed like people knew, especially in the Tumblr audience. There were posts everywhere, and people were drawing tons of artwork, like fan art of Blake playing with a ball of string
you
or
in
like
a
drinking
box.
milk or something. Yeah, you in a box doing the Maru. I said I would love a video of Blake jumping out of a box like Maru does.
Yeah.
that'd be pretty incredible.
That would be amazing.
There was one of Yang holding a laser pointer and Blake just going after it, and I
my
loved
gosh.
that fan art, and I wanted to like it so bad, but I couldn't. I wasn't allowed to.
If that doesn't happen next volume, I'm gonna be really sad.
There needs to be a
would
scene
love that.
in the next volume where you do the laser pointer and you totally run it up a wall and Blake like runs her face into it. It's like any cat does.
Or just scales a tree completely, just put up a tree and like, just like.
right up the tree.
There's some fan
Nice.
art.
There's some fan
that
art.
someone did.
Oh yeah.
We look so fancy.
There's a lot, like the amount of fan art for RWBY. I can't even
It's astronomical.
fathom
yeah.
it. Yeah,
It could fill volumes of books.
Oh yeah.
I
an
wish
entire
I could
library.
see it all. I was talking to Miles about that actually. Whenever we saw at Walmart, we saw the DVD. I just want someone to put it neatly in a nice
See, that's what
little
I did.
place.
Kind of. I made a Weiss wall. You
Nice.
also do that. Just make you can buy the little squares of cardboard, or not cardboard, corkboard, and put them on your wall. And then I just filled up like a wall that
Nice.
wasn't being used.
You have like a Weiss collage.
Yeah, like,
Is
there's
it-
actually
you're in
a
the
Weiss
office,
collage.
right?
It's awesome. It's
Your
very-
apartment.
a fan art compilation on the DVD as like some of the extra
yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
where we
Nice,
compiled
nice.
a bunch of. I think it's from the RWBY poster contest that we did a couple months ago. We
Also
compiled that and
incredible.
some other
Yeah.
some other
I-
stuff.
You have to go to all kinds of different places though. Like you can go to DeviantArt, you could go to Instagram, you could go to Tumblr. There's just so many places that you'd have to go to see all these things. And I wish that someone would just put it on one singular website so I could just like scroll through it very nicely and cleanly.
You heard it.
Because Gray has
RWBY
some really
fan
awesome
art.
stuff.
Just watch his
.com.
wallpaper.
RWBYfanart.com.
I'll just watch
Let's do
Gray's
it.
wallpaper.
Yeah.
I'm saying it now.
is
Buy that
always
domain.
changing.
RWBYfanart.com for Aaron
Yeah, for Aaron.
/
If that's not already taken,
Or
get on it.
BlakeAaronFanart.com.
there you go. Blairin.
I'll look at all of
Blairin.
it.
Aha!
Just
What would everybody's crossover names be?
for Blake and Aaron.
Barbarang.
Barbarang?
Barbarang. It's like orangutan, but
Barbarang.
Barbarang.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Barbarang.
You got
Too cool for
Blairin. That was pretty good. Did y'all like that?
Pepperan was the
Blairin?
shit. I love want to acknowledge that we just made a Pepperan reference. Okay, moving on.
she's much too cool for 7th grade.
She's much too cool.
She was way too cool for me in 7th grade. I was like, damn, I wish I could be you. And if that says anything about
Rollerblades?
me, there you go.
I didn't even know how to rollerblade.
Lindsay and Ruby.
That doesn't work.
Rubens.
Yeah, Rubinzi. That's about
Rubinzi?
it.
It would be Lindsay.
It's a really good sandwich.
Oh, I got it.
She's done.
Hey,
It's
ready?
delicious.
Low five.
It's full of meat.
Combat skirts. Oh,
Oh yeah, wait, we're too back far away.
yeah, you guys have
Distance.
to do it. Oh no.
I'm gonna like Michael Jordan it at the end of Space Jam.
So RWBY, that was an experience. How did you all get approached about doing voice acting? Because I guess a lot of people have like watched the stream where we talked about how that happened, but
Yeah.
this is an official podcast.
Well,
I'm excited to get down to the details and answer
Nitty-gritty.
some questions finally. People tweet things. I want to answer it.
So Lindsay, how were you approached about playing RWBY and how did that all go?
I was approached in the kitchen by Monty actually the first time because he was working on the trailer. I think he was in the early stages of it, so he had some of the scenes like RWBY flipping in the air when she does her turn and the moon's behind her and she's like, all right, time to fuck some shit up. And I was like, that's awesome that you've created this character. That's really cool. And he just told me about like the lore and everything that he's worked on for years. And Monty's thought about everything involved. Like he's J.K. Rowling the shit out
Yeah.
of this. He's like, okay.
And that's like no exaggeration.
Yeah,
at all.
he's
Seriously.
like, this character's
Oh, yeah.
related to these people. They live here. They're going here. This is why, and they have these weapons and this characters and these clothes. And I'm like, okay, you've been thinking about this for a while. And then he shows me pictures that like he's illustrated that can demonstrate what he's talking about. But he came to me in the kitchen and was like, hey, I have this show RWBY, I'm excited for it. Let me tell you about it. He did. And he was like, the main character, RWBY, is a 15-year-old girl. Would you be interested? She's very sporadic and spunky and socially awkward. I was like, I think I can do socially awkward, surprisingly enough. So
I think all of us can.
I'm like, I would love to.
That's a
But
quality we all possess, I think, in there.
I don't know. I'm kind of really awesome.
How are you approached?
Do you think we could hear a
cats.
little bit of some RWBY?
RWBY-ness?
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
Nah, it's cool. Oh man.
Can you go scream over there for
No,
a second?
it's funny too because Aaron's heard me warming up, and a lot of people have heard me warming up.
I did that
Recently,
too.
too.
When I
I'll sit in
came out to my car and
Yeah.
all of a sudden all I hear is yang, yang, and I'm looking around going, is there a cat in my head or something?
There's a cat in a tree
And there
somewhere that
is-
needs rescuing. Nope, it's just
I was
Lindsay
so
warming up.
confused because I heard it once and I was like, is that a song? Is that something? Then I heard it again.
Aaron's
No.
come in to record a couple
Someone's in
times
the
again,
car.
yeah, and I'm in my car and I'll just be like, yang, yang, and she's like, what the hell's going on? Or like another good way that I get into it too is I'll do the well, one teacher in particular. I'll just do that over and over again. Or what's also fun is the noise that RWBY makes when you first hug her, and she goes, oh,
Oh yeah. I was so pissed off that they didn't put a little squishy toy noise when she like gets pressed up against Yang's titties.
Yang's boobs are all up in Ruby's
Yeah,
face.
they're-
I'm
they're-
surprised she could breathe.
I think it should be called RWBY because the boobs are definitely a separate character.
Raboobies.
How were you guys approached? I actually don't know.
I was still receptionist actually at the time, and Monty came by and just kind of started. This was very early, probably maybe even before he talked to you, Lindsay. But he was saying, I have this crazy idea, and he said it like that. And you know Monty, I'm like, okay, Monty, what is it? What is it now?
Skepticism. Hey, so I
And
thought about this
he
idea.
said, I want to make kind of a cool. This awesome show with 4 main characters, loosely based off of fairy tale characters. And then he's like, I've always seen you as a princess, but you can also be the whatever hardcore if you need to be, or bitchy sometimes if I need to be, or knock the ice cream out of the
See,
hands,
do you
kind
take
of a
it as
thing.
like a compliment or what? Like if Monty said that to me, I'd be like, dude, the fuck?
Well, I don't think he used the word bitchy.
Okay.
But I think he was kind of like going around that and not saying bitchy just like to where I can be nice, knocking ice cream out of people's hands, just like turning people away from the door, saying, I'm sorry, but no.
You have to be straight with people.
You gotta be
Yeah,
hard.
and Weiss is pretty straight up. So I was like, that sounds amazing, but it's also one of those things as our audience might know, a lot of productions, there's so many people that have ideas that don't actually, concepts that come up but don't actually come into play.
Yeah.
So when he said that, I was like, yeah, that sounds fun, awesome, okay, we'll see.
good.
Thinking it would go nowhere, kind of, just because everybody has ideas that go.
It was such like in a rough stage back then. Too.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. It was, no one had a lot of info, so I was just like,
Nor
yeah,
had we
we'll
seen
do
how
it.
the audience would receive it anyways.
Exactly.
We were not
Incredible.
expecting this kind of response of amazingness.
Right. So of course I was just like, all right, yeah, of course I'll do it. Yeah, and it was kind of one of those like, I'll see it when I believe it kind of a things, because he was so wound up in
you believe it?
RWBY. I believe.
Are you a believer?
I'm a believer.
I can believe some of
We-
its butter.
I thought I said believe.
That's so insane that currently the soundtrack is
Oh,
up there
I just
with
heard that.
Catching Fire.
It is number
It's
15 on
above.
iTunes.
I know. We are second to Pokemon and then Catching Fire. Jennifer Lawrence.
We're coming for you, Ash.
We are right
We'll take you
before
down.
her. That is so crazy.
We're second on iTunes overall for soundtrack. Above us is Pokemon. They're number 1. Gotta catch them all. Pokemon.
We gotta catch him.
No, we will catch them.
catch
There you go.
So if you're listening right now, go download the RWBY soundtrack on
Yeah.
iTunes. It's
really
good.
$10 for 28 tracks.
Jeff Williams plays guitar like nobody's business and directs an orchestra. The score alone for RWBY, we're familiar with Jeff Williams as far as a rock musician, how
Yeah.
impressive he is in his work, and the vocalizations of Casey Williams is incredible. Has an amazing range. She's so clear and she'll hit her note every time.
And she's
awesome.
like 14, I think.
15? Yeah,
15?
15. 15, guys, in case you didn't know. That's
that
how
was
old
amazing
the
to
girl is who's singing in all the RWBY songs.
If you ever want to be jealous of somebody, be jealous
There's
of
some
I am guilty as charged of being jealous of her. Everyone was like, was that
Absolutely.
you that sang that song in the Weiss trailer? I was like, I would give like my left hand if I could sing. Seriously, I would.
Yeah, she
I'd
does
cut
the
my eye.
trills and the aria. It's beautiful.
I know the clarity of that because I have a singing background and just hearing the clarity that she has in that run.
Yeah, that's not easy.
Oh my God.
It's very hard. but yeah,
Girlfriend.
Back to
work
the
it.
y'all didn't answer the question of how y'all were approached.
Nay, Aaron.
I was not approached by Monty. Miles actually came up to me and was like, "Hey, so Monty's doing this show thing, and I know that you've got this background in acting and voice, and you've got all these accents and things because I'm really stupid and do stuff like that whenever I'm
Do
with
an
him.
accent.
You have a good
I know you
Australian
speak
accent.
French too.
I have the whole like
Parlez-vous Francie?
oui, je parle français.
Talk to me like one.
Fromage.
Hey,
So,
talk to me like one of your French girls.
He actually was like, okay, I want you
Je
to
suis à la mission.
show Monty some of your French. And that's, I don't know why that was a good idea to be like, show Monty some of your French.
Also, especially with RWBY, it's like, what?
What's the
Yeah,
coolest thing you
right?
could say in French right now as Blake?
Oh.
Nailed.
Bam.
What could I say?
Um,
Je sais pas qu'est-ce que je veux dire.
what does that
Je
mean?
veux dire. I don't know what I could say.
Boner.
Nice.
That is, it's, if you're French, please don't hate me. I'm sorry.
They hate a lot of us. It's okay.
somewhere someone's angerly commenting.
Right? Yeah.
It is so nice hearing you speak French, honestly, because I am from Montreal.
yeah,
And
you speak
no
French.
offense
That's
to
how we bonded.
people in Quebec, but France French, like proper French, is so nice.
I thought you were gonna say Texas. I was like, yeah, no shit, no one speaks French here.
I was gonna say yeah,
You-
Spanish. All
Bonjour,
right.
y'all.
Quebecois
Comment
is,
ça va?
Want a bag it?
yeah, Quebecois I feel like is the Texas accent
Yeah.
of French. But yeah, I don't know. Miles came up to me and was like, "Hey, talk to Monty. He's doing this thing." I was like, "All right, let's do it." So we went in and we messed around with voices, and that's actually Miles and I were in the booth together, and that's how Jean came about. Was that we just started messing around. I had my Sarah Palin accent going on, and he created a character with my Sarah Palin.
I'm gonna need to hear that right now.
I
So
just like how you
I
set
have
that
a
up.
Sarah Palin accent, and she's
God.
from Alaska.
Ain't that just a stamp on the foot?
And
Keep going.
She
Just do the rest of the podcast like that.
Oh,
Please,
I so
please.
will.
She
No,
will.
I could absolutely just do this entire podcast like this. I'm fine with that. No, I'll totally, yeah. This is going to be so much fun. I'm so
Kara's
excited to
mind
be
is
here right
fucking
now.
blown
Yeah.
right now.
But yeah, so
Someone pull up that GIF of someone.
Reaction gif in the making for everything.
But so after that, Jean was created, right? Oh yeah, soundtrack is #1 in Canada. We should
Hashtag
mention that.
milk bags.
Shout out to Canadians. Hashtag milk bags, the best form of delivery of milk, in my opinion.
that's
I
so
have no idea
weird.
what milk bags are.
You do it in like, what is it, liters?
Yes, liters. We have liters of milk. We have it in bags.
Are you talking about like pouches that you
Bags?
stab? Like much like Capri Suns, but growing up
Cut
in
the
public
corners.
school. Yeah,
cut the
you
corner.
had those.
like Franzia.
Okay.
It's like a
Franzia?
Yeah.
plastic bag.
In public school, we had
Franzia.
like milk and chocolate milk, and they came in pouches, and you literally stabbed them like a Capri-Sun, and you were like,
Where
bam.
did you go?
You know, Texas public school. It's a South Lake Carroll. Shout out to the Dragons. Actually, I
Shout
don't
out to
care about
Nisa.
football.
Dragons.
Yeah, I went to Robert E. Lee High School /NISA/ISA/STEM. Our football team was awful. I
What
didn't
was your
even know we had a
mascot?
football team.
Nice.
Our mascot, the Volunteers.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding. It was the Rebels, and we have a giant Confederate flag in our courtyard. But they changed it to the Volunteers. And I swear to God, before I went to that school, I thought the Volunteers were just soccer moms, but it's not.
Nay.
It's the Rebels, Confederate Rebels.
Volunteer Army.
So-
I understand the historical reference there, but yeah.
yeah.
Totally
Cool.
soccer
That's
moms.
like the
I support the
lamest
change.
possible thing.
So,
we were
so was
so
your
cool.
mascot then? So we got Dragon, which is pretty badass.
Well,
Volunteer.
I did
/
transfer,
Rebel.
and then we had the Falcons, so I downgraded from
That's
a dragon
Both
to a
of those
falcon.
are still pretty cool. My
They
mom
both
was
have
a
wings.
warrior.
We went from
We had the Bengals.
The Bengals?
The Bengals.
Like a cat?
like a tiger.
Yeah.
Like an
The tigers.
ocelot.
Or the Sir Robert Borden Bengals.
That's awesome.
So shout out to people in Ottawa who go
Or
there.
bracelets.
I was a wolf.
That too.
Shout out to
That's
Plano
cool.
West Wolves, which looks a lot like the UT.
I'm familiar with Plano West.
Sorry, I had the UT. There we
Okay.
go. Wolves.
Rock on.
We
Someone
sorry,
this is
tweeted
going
us that
really
they like
well.
our little heart
because of
pillow.
the hand signs, it made me
Oh,
think.
someone likes the heart pillow.
Thanks.
We thought we'd add a little
I was
ladies
wondering if
flair.
there's subliminal messaging between you and Aaron.
looks like a ball
Bumblebee
sack.
fan service.
Oh,
that
well,
too. A very glittery ball sack. That one got
That's
bedazzled.
how I like mine.
Nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a lot of shipping.
Bumblebee. I'm all about the Bumblebee. I shouldn't be all about the Bumblebee, but I am.
I don't know if people realize this, but we read like Tumblr and
know what
Reddit
you're
and all
doing.
the responses that we get, and we like look at the fan art and stuff. So we know all about like the shipping and what is it? The white snow? No, red snow.
Red snow.
Yeah, red snow. There's a white rose.
White
There's
rose.
another
Is
one.
There
Yeah.
pea snow?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know if there's any.
Is that sun and weiss? Like, what is
No,
that?
it's
Like,
Weiss
what?
and Yang.
Oh,
Pea snow.
nice.
Yellow
Yeah,
snow.
that's
Yellow
funny.
snow.
Yeah, I didn't think
I
about
like-
that.
But I think
yellow snow.
Bumblebee is the most prominent, at least that I've
I
noticed.
feel like that one actually makes sense though. In the most like don't think about genders, think about personalities. Blake is very chill, calm, centered, and Yang is very like excitable and a little simple and party girl. She's not simple. She's very intelligent. But
Nah.
but the
You can
simple
be
things.
simple and intelligent.
And I think they work out because of that. In reality, I like
It's
that.
weird. It's like a weird chemistry that our characters have.
I wouldn't say simplicity, but I know what you're going for. It's
Yeah.
in that you are completely mysterious and hide the emotions, and you're like, I don't want to get connected
she's
to
out
people
there.
because it's going to be a problem. And Yang is like, you know what? Filter, fuck you. All right.
Yeah. I think that's why it's the most believable to me because the characters are so different. They work so well together.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
combat
I'm all about the
skirts.
Bumblebee.
Yeah.
High five from across the room.
Opposite the track. I was thinking about the hand signals of high schools, and we had the falcons, which, of course, can be misinterpreted. So.
Wow.
Oh,
Don't look.
Damn it.
Oh,
I'm going to punch all of you
all
in the,
the
nuts
internet
who just
The
looked.
punch.
all of you in the nuts.
Did anybody else play that game in high school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you do
asshole?
the what's
Yeah.
the capital
not-
of Thailand?
No.
No.
Bangkok. Oh.
Yeah, should have seen that coming, but I didn't.
How'd you miss that?
No. Sometimes my
doesn't
mind
know
is
the
just like
capital of
not
Thailand.
operating on puns, but it should.
Hey, you're drinking out of a pun cup. It should.
It's punny.
It's true.
It's a pun cup.
People always ask if Yang's gonna make any puns during RWBY, and I'm just like, I don't
Probably.
know. The
Maybe.
writers need to write some stuff in. But
I like that you had nailed it. That's in there.
nailed it
I
was an
also-
ad lib. You had she does like tuna a lot. She
does like tuna
which I think is probably one of my favorite lines from the whole.
Wait, that was
my
an ad
favorite
lib?
line.
I didn't know that.
I was being stupid, and it's just like stupidly
You were
happy
being
because we know I love cats a lot. So I was like, oh, sweet, we have like a cat character in the show. How wonderful! I was like, it'd be really funny if like eventually RWBY just started like petting Blake at certain intervals or something, or like scratched her chin. And so I was playing around the booth with Carrie, and he was like, we were back and forthing about that and how silly it was. And he was like, oh, like, okay, we have this scene. Blake's just run away. Everyone's very sad and, upset. And you're finally realizing that she's a Faunus because someone else has pointed it out. Why don't you have some ad-libs that are involved with cats? And I was like, okay, I'll think of something. And I was like, oh, it's like, she does like to play with yarn when she's alone and like stuff like that and being stupid. And he was like, well, what would you do if you had a chance? I'm like, I guess I'd like rub into her and be like, come here, kitty. So I was like, oh, she does like tuna a lot. And that was like,
And
I
thus
recorded
magic
it.
was created.
That was
Favorite line in the whole
perfect.
thing.
We were actually
I like to pull her whiskers.
that scene right before that big
pull your tail.
like dungeon fight with the Nevermore and the scorpion thing,
That
which I
was
forget the name of.
tense.
When RWBY is falling from the sky and Yang is like talking to Blake and Blake's looking up in the sky. They're
That's
like,
the bow twitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It is.
They're like, we want Yang to say something, so we're doing some ad libs, and they're like, how about, what is it? Cat got your tongue? And then they're like, oh, that might be too obvious. If we were just like straight up, hey Katie, what's up? What are you doing?
And then RWBY falls and like hits herself, and she's like, "Good thing she has 9 lives." Am I right, Blake?
No.
If I wrote the script, that's how it would have gone.
Where are you?
why I'm not a writer.
Why didn't you break them?
I almost brought them, but I thought everyone would think it would be too much, so I didn't.
Your cat ears, you should have. Nah,
I'm sorry, I failed you.
nah, you're fine.
Wait.
No, but you
We could
didn't
just.
though.
I can just tape them like I did in the first reading.
You could just hold your hands there
Yeah.
the entire
I'll-
podcast.
there
this
you
is
go.
yep. This is it.
We didn't talk about that either. I
need
know we
someone
mentioned
to
on
feed me.
another stream.
Yes.
I think the last one we did, but Erin wore her cat ears whenever she did her first table read because she was Skyping in from France.
I remember that.
We were all chilling. We did our introduction. Then she was like, wait. I'll be right back. And I was like, okay, I guess she has to tell her, like, the people are
Host
taking care of her. Yeah, her host family. Like, I'm doing this thing. But she's like, okay, I'm ready. And has cat ears. And I was like, all right.
She's in
sweet.
character.
Yeah.
I was so excited.
Yes.
That my character was a cat. You
So-
don't even know.
We have some questions from Twitter
We should probably answer this.
for RWBY, if you guys would like to ask or answer some of these.
Maybe.
So is live action or voice acting more difficult?
Voice
You guys have done some live action stuff,
I'd
right?
say live action. I'd have to disagree, but only because then you're thinking about your face. In the booth, I'm a weirdo, and I can be
Yeah.
like, "La, la, la," and it's not awkward because that was probably really awkward to watch for the audience.
I'd say it's difficult on.
Or a drink, right?
It's true.
It's
Where's my
difficult
vodka?
on different levels, I think, because like with voice acting, you have to rely so much on being emotive just with your voice. Like if you're really sad, you have to be like overly sad with your voice. Whereas when you're doing like live action stuff, you could express it with your face.
And
That's
like
true.
nonverbal things. See, I'm a communications major, so that's why it made it actually easier for me. Sorry, that was my boot, not me rubbing against
She
the thing.
farted.
Gross.
Ladies, gross. Anyway, I think it's a lot different doing live action versus voice acting. I like doing voice acting in the booth because you can redo it as much as you want, kind of a thing, and they can give you notes. It's not in front of a lot of people to where if someone else did a line really well and then you flubbed and you messed it up,
Yeah, you're
it's
not
like,
putting people out.
yeah, it's not all on you if it's like mess up a scene or something like that.
We have a unique situation too, in that we get to record. Well, it's a little bit of good and bad, I guess, in that we record by ourselves. We don't get the dynamic. We don't get to see the person we're playing off of. But at the same time, in that similar situation, it's like, oh, your line wasn't quite what that scene needed. Let's just do that one take again. If we did it together, it'd kind of have to do the whole scene again.
Exactly.
That'd be unfortunate.
Yeah,
And it's just
that's
like
true.
there's so many more people when you're doing live action. Like there's the crew, there's the sound people, there's the other actors involved in.
There's
scene.
Miles pretending to be Weiss as I'm doing my lines.
Yeah, that was great.
That's awesome. Are you kidding me? When Miles comes into the booth and he's like, "Listen here, you ignorant little brat." I'm like, yes.
Probably my favorite part about
Awesome.
doing any voice recording.
Hey, Miles.
Miles is
That
back.
was-
That stupid mug.
Well,
That's
okay.
the motivation I get in the booth. Him telling me to shut up.
My favorite part of doing voice recording is Miles and Carrie playing the other characters.
It's pretty awesome.
They're just like, well, I never.
It was really funny when they were writing the script. Was they would write it at,
Yeah, because you
at
got
our
to like
apartment.
experience that firsthand.
And they would do like fights and punches and kicks, and they'd write the script together, and they'd talk like a girl for one part, and then they'd talk like a really big man, and then suddenly Jean was in the mix, and it was just really interesting to see just two guys flesh out this entire scene with like 7 different people in my apartment. Yeah,
that must have been cool.
but yeah, voice acting's harder. That's my answer.
You think so?
Well, I have a very monotone character.
True. And I can agree with what Barbara was saying, and I didn't think about this either, in that you can totally express a huge moment in film with just a single facial
That's
expression.
true, yeah.
Can't really do that in voice.
What is it? 80% of communication is nonverbal.
Something like that, right?
I feel like
Can you feel
major.
me saying I hate you right now?
Huh?
Let's just all communicate to
ready?
the podcast with just our faces for the next 10
Okay,
minutes.
ready? Ready, set.
My eyes are watering. You tell?
That was the best moment, I think.
That's my
ever.
I love you. So there you go.
yeah.
So wait, Lindsay's the best.
what
Wait,
does that
Lindsay has to do
say?
that again. Do that again. Try.
Oh, yes. Work it.
That's my eyes are very sore. And
So
I
what
lost
emotion
staring
was
contest
that?
face.
So we have a tweet. Someone wants to know what we do to get into character. Kara?
I turn off the lights. Sorry.
Nice.
I'm not Kara.
Oh no!
You're not?
What?
Everything I knew was a lie.
Get in your dark place.
I turn off the lights.
I just honestly read over the lines multiple times and kind of have to, before I go in, you know, I'll say them over, and I always for some reason have to do this weird like, why is this really whiny? I'll do that. I'll be like, meh, 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 meh. Today they were making fun of me because we were doing, you know, some practicing a little bit, and I was going like, meh, 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 and they're like laughing. I was like, I kind of got to get into it like that because then, you
whatever
know, I'll
works
say,
for you.
meh, meh. What are you doing? Like, you know, that whole little.
Don't
'cause
laugh
she
at
has
the
that.
craft. Who's laughing at you?
There you go.
get
Miles
into
makes
character.
fun of me because every single time I watch this scene, and Miles knows exactly what I'm about to say. Every single time I see the scene where you and or Weiss and Blake argue, I'm a victim. Every time she says that, I have to repeat it back, super, super whiny, just like, I'm a victim.
It's like you're fighting in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I do it every time I watch. See, he
Oh.
knows. Every
Mild
time, never fails. He looks at me like he waits for it now every time we watch it.
Victim. How many times do you watch it?
You don't know my life.
Do you know how many times I had to say that too? 'Cause it was like,
Aaron.
people don't understand too, which is I think why but getting back to the whole voice acting or live action question is you don't know exactly what emotion to bring about. Because I mean, like that one, if I'm a victim, it's like, do I say I'm a victim or I'm a victim.
Yeah.
Like those
are
can
totally different.
completely bring about two different
One's
emotions.
Carol, one's twice.
Or
Pull it.
okay, no, I'm not even getting into it. There we go.
what?
All right.
Child.
For me, I just bounce up and down a lot, and I go,
Nice.
Ruby.
Boobies.
It's funny because
you
you
wear
say
no
Yang to get
bra?
into
Oh, yeah,
character.
really?
I say Ruby to get into
That's
character.
Aw.
And then after I'm done that, I just squeeze my boobs about 5 times.
I was gonna
It's
say,
just like, okay, I'm ready. Let's do this. Yang's on
I
the
squeeze
scene.
Ruby's non-existent 15-year-old boobs. Think about puberty and stuff.
Get your chicken cutlets in there
Someday
and
I'll be like you, Yang.
Dude, cutlets. I need these. I
Oh,
learned
wow,
about
like the
these.
teeth almost
I
look
need
like.
these.
Oh, that's an awkward spot
For the teeth?
for the
Yeah.
teeth.
That's why Gus was adjusting his bow tie earlier on his shirt, and it looked like he was totally twisting his nipples.
You got
Yeah.
triangle nips.
We hear him laughing in the control
Miles'
room.
laugh you could hear from. Oh,
There you go.
There we go.
I used to hear Miles'
Yeah.
laugh from 7 doors down, maybe 15, like down the hallway, because
Before
we
you
lived
lived
in the
together.
same dorm. That's how we met. We were like 3 doors down from each other.
You're like, shut the fuck up, you
But-
loud.
Whenever I'd
laughing
get
guy.
out of the elevator, I'd hear Miles just cackle, from down the
Cackle.
I
the
can
hall.
feel you in that sense because I know Aaron and Miles from college too, but we used to work at the Texas Student Television Station. Holler.
TSTV.
Yeah, same thing. I'd be walking by to go film something, and I'm like, and there's Miles. Yep. Right, Miles is here.
Miles is here.
I can hear him when I'm. I can hear him when I'm next door and he's in the annex. That's so hilarious.
Miles is so jovial though. He
don't
brings
deny
such energy in
He's
every room.
jovial.
Yeah.
That word.
It's a little switch. He just flicks it on, and he's suddenly just like Santa Claus, and
It's the
everything's
perfect
happy.
musical theater
Shout out to
experience
Miles.
too.
Is that what he does?
Also, shout out to Miles for
RWBY
RWBY season 11.
11.
Also available on DVD and Blu-ray.
Yeah,
I did not
Walmart
have
as
a
well?
boyfriend the entire like RWBY's RWB. Did
Rubies.
not have a boyfriend. Didn't.
Well, it's worth it because he did a fantastic job.
the show.
No.
Aren't you proud?
Yay, shout out
Yeah.
to Miles.
Job, Miles.
So
Good
much.
job.
He's so talented. And
Is that
I
one on
hate him for
Blu-ray
it.
too?
Yes. Oh no, sorry.
No,
No,
it's
it's blue.
Blu-ray.
Oh,
Because it's red versus blue.
But the colors are different.
On the actual
DVD,
disc.
yeah, the disc DVD is actually the disc DVD.
Just
the disc is red and the other one is blue.
the digital video disc.
I'm gonna
please.
take a drink of my refresher.
And then you can tell us how you get into character because we never got into super into depth
well, I
about
accidentally said it already. I
that. Aside
turn
from
off the
turning
lights.
off the lights. Yeah.
I turn off the lights
in the sound recording booth too.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And in the booth, that's when I turn off the lights, and I kind of just I hunch my shoulders and I just let my hair get in my face and just become just
Emo.
I shrink as much as I can.
You express
But-
your inner Daria.
Yeah,
Na, na,
but
na.
whenever
we talked about that
I'm
yesterday.
yelling with Weiss and we're arguing, that
Hey,
was
queen.
the first time that I and Blake just like threw my arms out. It was the weirdest thing, and Miles was super excited because it sounded really good. But I just shut up. I threw my arms out. I yelled, and I was super loud, and it was really good.
Which scene are you
But
talking
otherwise,
about?
Yeah, what-
when we argue.
I was just gonna
Like,
say.
well, maybe
Which
we were just
specific
tired of-
one?
I
We
was
argue a
wondering
lot.
if that was the line. Yes.
Yeah, well, maybe we were
one?
just tired of getting pushed around.
Awesome.
That
Oh.
one.
Well, maybe
I
we're
just
tired. I love that.
I was
line.
done. I was so done. Just
so good.
flung everything, and just the opposite of everything that I'd done before that.
That was one of my favorite scenes, I think.
It was the most difficult
got
for me to
goosebumps
do.
when
You
I
guys,
watched
you
that.
two did a fucking amazing job.
We're
Thank
good
you.
at arguing.
Well, yeah, well,
Fair enough.
That
Lindsay, you're
translates
just
into
always
real
going
life
off
off by
too,
Ruby
but-
hands too.
Oh yeah,
I like
exactly.
that for both your characters. There's been a point where Ruby puts her arm up, like, "Hey, friend," to like,
And there's
like,
oh, and I'm always like,
and they're
"Get
"Get the fuck off
away! No,
away from me!
I'm
Don't touch me!
Don't touch me.
I love you."
But it finally, when I had to like be serious wise and be like, do you want to know why I despise the white thing? Do you want to know why I'm not a particularly? I was gonna say
just
Faunus.
act
The
out the
Faunus.
entire thing?
Yeah,
Let's just do
go.
It's Eris, actually.
Why Schnee?
Eris and she does.
Eris of the Schnee Does Company.
One of the largest producers of energy propellant in the world.
Who's that?
Finally, some recognition.
Aaron loves my lines for some reason.
I love the Yang line so much.
She's just
when
like,
Glinda's introduced,
I
who's
love
that? I'm Glinda Goodwich. Oh.
And then it's
Or-
like the one
oh
where
gosh, what was the other
everyone's
one?
introduced to Penny, and
Yeah, I was
she's
just
like,
gonna say-
"What are you?" or whatever you say. What are you doing here? Or where are you from? Or
sure you didn't
sure
hit your
okay?"
head?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
I'm
Blake's
Yang.
like, "Oh, I'm Yang."
Speaking of Penny, someone wants to know what our favorite characters are besides our own.
I don't
Lot
know.
to
Like,
choose from.
are we not allowed to choose our
Just the ones we play.
even us? So I could choose anybody of y'all.
Yeah.
I choose you.
Jesus, Miles.
I
What
really
was funny about that?
Anybody but us.
Are you serious?
All right, we got Miles and
Okay,
Carrie here. I think they're gonna hop on the green screen, but while that gets set up,
Why are you laughing?
We're gonna answer the question.
let's go around and talk about our favorite characters other than ourselves.
I
that have been
love
introduced.
Nora.
That have thus far been introduced.
Nora for Carrie.
Nora.
I love Penny.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
It was Nora until I remembered Penny existed.
Penny and Nora, just the redheaded characters are great.
She's so creepy, but so awesome.
Yeah. She's just
What
like
about you, Lizzie?
Yeah, Penny and Nora are great. I love Nora when she comes in and smashes the scorpion. She goes, "I'll smash!"
Yeah.
Like, awesome. But probably Professor Port. That mustache is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
He's just bouncing up and down.
professors.
Professors.
Oh, well, I mean, Ozpin, obviously.
Yeah,
is a
Shannon
great
McCormick.
actor. He
Pretty
is
awesome.
Good job, Shannon.
It's really
He
cool working with
intimidates me.
professional
We
voice
have,
actors.
I'm gonna be real.
The man was in Breaking
Scares
Bad.
me.
So we're
Yeah,
ready on the
hair
green
in Breaking
screen
Bad.
with Mr. Miles Luna and Carrie Shawcross. What's
you-
up,
you ladies
guys?
doing?
What up, Mary?
Wait, before we go on, Carrie, are you looking at them or are you looking into the camera?
I'm looking like kind of like toward Barbara.
Nice.
Carrie,
I'm
you
gonna look at the
yeah,
ball
you're
sack. I'm looking at the
pale.
ball
Both
sack.
of you
on the
have
couch.
these haircuts.
Okay, cool.
All right,
Link
Hey,
eyes, ball sack.
when
Kinda
did
like
you
the heart.
guys get into Beacon? I'm really proud of
Yeah,
you.
you guys are
Yeah.
at Beacon right now.
it's pretty sweet.
Wait, is that no shit?
Yeah.
Great.
Carrie, we finally made it. It's real.
Oh boy.
Jean, you made it there
boy.
Now we get to go into a
legitimately.
life of fighting and violence.
Don't be too excited, Carrie.
So what's up,
Not
guys?
here.
What's up? Nothing. We're just
I don't
saying, good job. You guys rock. Thank
Good
you for
job to
being
you.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yay, we
y'all
love you
write this.
guys.
Yeah, you guys were the
Mwah.
ones who wrote the script. You gave us the dialogue. We couldn't really say our lines without you writing them. Thank you very
You
much.
could have just ad-libbed
Yeah,
something.
you know.
you know.
You missed us singing your praise about 30 minutes ago, talking about how like you guys do an awesome job with us in the recording booths and help us get through everything.
Stop it.
And how we
seriously
love
make
you
it-
as Weiss.
Yeah, yeah, that's
what?
true.
We love
Miles
you guys
as Weiss is fantastic. We're
Yeah.
saying you guys make
I've
it so
never
comfortable
heard
for
that.
us.
That's because
Obviously.
you've never had to read against yourself.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Do it now. Now,
I
now,
don't know
now.
how to just do it now. Just,
Bullshit.
What's a scene that you and I did?
victim.
I'm
Oh,
just
we
thinking
did
about
the
new stuff.
Miles knows all the lines. He's full of shit.
They wrote this
No,
shit.
no. It was the scene that we had
It's
in
okay,
the
let's
forest
figure
with
this
the,
out. Take your time. Take your
leaf.
time.
No, not the leaf. It was when they were lost.
We should
15
just
minutes
do
for
faces
everyone.
at the
What? How's
White
the camera?
Castle.
No, they weren't going to White Castle. Goddamn the White Castle. It was at the end. It was I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
Not yet.
That's the leaf scene.
Is that a leaf?
She's
scene?
playing with
She's
the
playing with the leaf. Why would I would say that's the scene where they're lost, not the scene where Ruby's playing with a leaf
No,
for
she's
2
playing with the
seconds.
leaf though.
Okay, pick one, writers.
We did it already.
They
You
just
weren't
did
paying
him.
attention.
Yeah.
Thank God.
That was it. He
Come
did
on.
it.
We were
Let's go.
we're too
Nailed
focused
it.
on making jokes into the camera right now while you guys are doing
Oh,
that.
yeah?
Yeah.
How to
caught
go?
it.
How to go on
I
your
thought
end?
y'all were deliberating about which.
No,
Yeah,
We
I
were
thought there
deliberating
was
and
an
then we
argument going on.
delivered.
You deliberated.
we
Can you re-deliver?
deliberated.
No, we're a one-trick pony.
Just like push
Yeah.
the baby back in.
I'm not
and
doing
bring
anything.
it
This is
in.
all you.
Yeah, he is.
No, you
Record.
do like because you read a lot for. You read a lot of Ruby.
Yeah, I usually read. I usually.
I've never heard you as Ruby. Do it,
No.
please.
I don't.
really
we,
cute
we,
as
we don't have
Ruby.
any lines. Should we go get a script or something?
Wait, I mean, we could. Let's write one right now.
So,
Okay.
guys, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What's up?
What was your favorite moment of doing Ruby Volume 1?
Sleeping.
Jesus.
Don't say sleeping.
Fair enough.
I think. Shababa.
Writing,
Up there
animating.
is
He was a cool character.
Is
Shout about
the first time we wrote a Ren and Nora scene is up there. as
Yeah,
one of my
that's pretty good.
favorites.
Just because that was us figuring out the characters.
Yeah.
So that was pretty fun to like look back on. Actually, one of my favorite moments is something we actually can't talk about now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's one of
Well,
the new
then
things.
that
Oh wait,
doesn't
hold on. Whisper into my
I
ear.
have a
Whisper into my ear,
question.
away from the microphone.
La 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 la.
I have a question.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Why?
You guys are gonna have to tune in.
Question. What?
Why were you laughing so much, and what prompted you to come in right 2 seconds ago?
Carrie told a joke.
Can we like ourselves?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the.
I also have a question as
So
well.
is that
Carrie's
you
not
making
happy
fun of
now.
me?
I also have a question as well.
Aaron
gave
has
me,
a
like-
question for you.
What's
yeah.
your question?
What?
When are y'all gonna get your hair cut?
Eventually.
Y'all look like homeless
I look
people.
like a 10-year-old boy.
I stopped giving a shit a
and
while
like
ago.
middle-aged
Yeah.
man
Both
at the
look
same time.
You're
fantastic.
very
bad.
Miles's hair no longer stands up on his own. He used to have the signature swoosh, and now it's just like the signature school Catholic boy.
Shut up. There's a
No
better.
one wants to
No.
do it.
It's
with
not
a
the Catholic school
Thanks
boy.
for
It's
the
the school
thanks for
Catholic
the
boy.
negative, JJ. Really needed that. My self-confidence really needed that, JJ.
Speaking
Appreciate
of
it, buddy.
Sweet faux hawk,
Greatest
bro.
floor manager
Yeah.
ever.
You're beautiful.
Is there an award we can give?
you guys look great.
You're beautiful.
Don't look at me.
Jesus.
You'll never
So what did you guys think when Monty approached you guys about having us 4 girls do voices?
We're like, okay.
Real
that sounds
talk
good.
here.
No, yeah.
No, pretty much we were like, let's throw in a booth.
Yeah.
And then we did. And they were like, well, that worked out great.
Yep.
That's pretty much how it went.
Pretty convenient.
How did
Yeah.
did you choose yourself for Jean?
I told Monty I really wanted to voice a character. But I tried a bunch of different things. I tried being a cool character. I tried being a bad character. And then I did a goofy, nerdy thing. And then that got the best reaction out of him. So then I was like, well, I'm goofy and nerdy for the rest of my life. Cool.
We brought up Sarah Palin already.
I
Yeah,
believe
there
it.
was a Sarah
I think
Palin
I was
impression.
watching for that part.
Pretty awesome.
Sarah Palin.
Did you? I know Miles just said he read for different sorts of characters, but did you guys read for any different ones too? I know that there were
did.
people. Yeah, I know Aaron did.
I was
Maybe
almost
Carrie as
Glinda.
well.
What's up?
Did you read for any other
I
characters?
read for a couple. I read for Ren. I'm trying to remember. There's somebody else I read for. I can't remember who it was.
It was...
Why are you pointing at him with the Sharpie?
because I have a Sharpie
Yeah.
and I
Pointer.
point. I talk with my hands.
It helps to gesticulate.
He does.
Sometimes
I've had a
items that are
drinking
in my
game.
hands.
It's the music
You can play
experience.
Every time
Was
Miles
it?
talks with
I
us.
don't know.
If you can remember off the top of your head, it wasn't John.
It wasn't Jean.
Ren.
Who are the other dudes that we? Was it Sun? I don't think. No, it wasn't
No, it wasn't
Sun
Sun.
because we wanted Michael.
I don't know. I did. Yeah, I did a couple, but it just went to other people.
I think it was a character that didn't
Was
end
it
up being in
Cinder?
Volume 1.
That was
probably
it. Yeah.
Cinder.
That is what it was.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on a successful Volume 1 of RWBY.
Bye.
Yeah.
We gotta go to
back.
class now. Come on, Carrie.
Grab your backpack.
Join the illusion with me.
You just look like really dark in the background
9
there.
o'clock. It's 8:55. You nincompoop.
Yeah,
She would
I
have
was
slept
talking
through
about that
that.
right
Done.
now.
She would have slept
Let's
through
settle
it
this
anyway.
shit right now. Weiss totally would have missed class.
Wait. I just thought of something. How long did it take y'all to set up everything though?
What do you mean?
For what?
Because y'all woke up. We woke up early,
That is true.
and then we started.
We
putting
did have a
things together.
montage. We don't know
We
how
had a
long
montage.
that happened. That's
yeah.
true.
So Weiss very well
I
could
would
have
guess
made it to class.
3.5 minutes.
I'm just gonna believe that Weiss would have been late.
I
Anyways.
put a book
I
straight up real fast.
Weiss would have been late, which is so kind of weird, not really in Weiss's character, because you would expect her to be the first one up, early, ready to go.
But she needs her
Orange
beauty
juice
rest.
in hand.
But she also needs to be a little bit of me.
She's a
And
diva.
I sleep really,
And a diva
really
is a
late.
female version of a hustler.
Is it really?
I'm a
Beyonce taught me
diva.
that.
I'm a diva. I
I'm
don't
a-
actually
I'm
know
a-
that song.
But going back, who did you
copyright
read
rights.
for, Aaron?
Who do I read?
Who did
You
you
read
read
for other
Oh,
characters aside
yeah,
from Blake.
I
Yeah.
was almost Glinda with an Australian accent. Glinda would have had an Australian
Do
accent.
your
had I
Australian
been-
accent, please.
Oh my gosh, I had to listen to so many YouTube videos to get into that character. It's not Katie Australian.
I was gonna say I've talked to Katie for like 3 weeks straight, and I don't think I can.
Crocodile Hunter.
yeah, it was.
Crikey.
It was.
Well, I get to class.
That was really good.
That was great.
That was really good.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not right
Barbara
now.
read for Glinda as well.
Little.
Did you really?
I said Barbara read for
Oh,
Glinda.
Barbara was almost Glinda.
Hello,
I did
welcome
not.
to Beacon.
Welcome to. Oh, I'm Michael Caine.
Top of the morning to you.
If Michael
top of
Caine
the
was
morning in
headmaster,
Australia?
awesome.
If Michael, oh my gosh, I learned this last
I want to
night.
hear you study
Where's your
all through these
koala?
hallways.
If you say my cocaine with an open mouth, suddenly you're Michael
cocaine.
Caine.
It sounds like
I'm
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Wait.
Yeah.
Please pass me Michael Caine.
I'm Michael Caine.
You know, it's funny. Me and Carrie and Miles just listened to this video of those 2 British guys doing their Michael Caine
That's an
impressions.
amazing
does not
video.
surprise
Literally
me.
like 30 minutes ago.
The actor's name escapes me as well. I am an awful person, but yes.
Michael Caine.
Steve.
What?
Steve
Coogan. Coogan?
Coogan.
Coogan Keegan.
Coogan. I kind of like
Coogan,
Michael
Coogan.
Caine.
Can we hear
Wait.
Australian Glinda? If we
Do
can.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could because what
is
does
like the
Australia
I'm like
sound
eyebrow,
like?
and I'm excited.
What does Australia sound like?
What
It
do you
sounds
sound like,
well,
Australia?
it looks like it's a dog and
And a cat
head.
eating out of a cat.
Wait,
bowl.
give me a line and I could maybe try to do it.
Hello and welcome to Beacon.
That's true.
Hello and welcome to Bacon.
Whoa!
Wow. Whoa, that was grand. That was crikey.
I'm getting messages from the control room to cut Kara off. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Suddenly we lost feed and Mike won.
Yeah. So how you guys?
Is it harder for girls to not talk over each other or boys to not
Depends
talk
on
over each
who
other?
you're talking about. I think it has nothing to do with gender, because I'll tell you right now, Michael Jones will talk over anyone.
This is also a very
That's
good
fair.
point.
That's fair.
Because usually he's right. And
Do
you're
you
like,
feel
God
like
damn it.
You're better now at interjecting yourself into a conversation because you've had to learn to deal with Michael?
It's the Jerseyness too, and I'm from Texas, so we're used to taking it nice and slow.
Yeah.
Like, hello, friend. How are you today? I would love to talk to you about your day and what's going on. Michael's like, all right, what's going on? We got this and this is going on. What's over here? What's on this move? What are you doing? What, are you sitting down? Are you standing up? What's going on? And I'm like, oh my God, Jesus. So
lot
it's
of
come
words.
like a happy midway level. Yeah.
I think it's so cool that he's playing Sun. I think he does a really awesome
I
job.
love that.
He was really nervous, and I talked about it on the commentary that we did too, but he was like, he's not familiar with being an actor. I mean, they do Let's Plays, but that's still a heightened version of Michael, excited in the moment. It's not a completely different person. So he was listening to his lines. He's like, I don't know if I did very good. I'm like, shush, you're fine. He was awesome. And, you know, everyone seemed to really like Sun. So
Michael's always had a really good voice for like voiceover or
Kara, please.
doing all that
Gosh,
stuff.
this boot against the leather.
If you're
So
gonna-
much cheese.
I hope is that coming
Clear
through on the
yourself
mic? It's
before
probably
the
been coming
podcast,
through on the
please.
mic.
Does
It's
everyone
just,
hear
like,
Kara
making-
farting? Because we do.
Hashtag Kara fart.
That should be Weiss's character trait,
Can we
is that she
please-
secretly farts when no
I'm
one's
gonna
looking.
look right
Yeah.
now.
Patrick's,
and if
like,
I
killing
see
me right now.
hashtag Kara fart, I'm
No,
gonna be very
that's so
happy.
mean. I'm not.
Let's get that shit trending.
Now
Let's
it's
get that
probably
trending.
now
Too
is
spooky.
it?
Too spooky.
Sheer Lazar, if you're
now.
listening, please.
So
getting a
Kara's
picture.
farting.
Lindsay, you
Kara.
work for Achievement Hunter right now.
I do.
So you've had some
For
experience
the rest
doing
of time so
some
far.
voiceover stuff with doing like videos and stuff. Was this your first time doing like an actual voiceover role doing RWBY?
Yes, like an actual character. Yeah, I've done musical theater and stuff, and I did film with Miles in college at UT, and that's totally different too from film. Like how we were talking about, what's harder? Musical theater is crazy too because you have to sing, dance, and act, and everything is huge. So you come on stage, you're like, "Hello, everybody! I'm here to talk to you."
Like a mini Broadway.
Yeah, exactly. And so, you know, it was very weird to to totally turn that off one. And same way, yeah, in commentaries, it's still me. It's just like hyper me. But yeah, this was completely different person. And in real life, I'm more like Blake, I would say, I guess, that I'm usually pretty chill. I'm like,
Chill.
sup, guys? Just hanging out. You
It's
know.
really cool to hear you really just go out of body doing RWBY. And I
It's
think
really fun.
really
And I felt like a
impressive.
weirdo at the apartment. And Michael's like, I think you're losing your mind. You're going crazy. Because I'll walk around the apartment and I'll be like, he's
Do
like,
y'all remember our first table read that we did?
yeah.
like 2 years ago. or
Like
something like that.
way long ago when you were in France, and I had given the script like to Lindsay, and I wasn't even really thinking about it. I was like, oh, I'll read. Like I hadn't thought about it a whole lot, and I didn't realize like the timing of it, so I didn't practice a whole lot because I gave my script to you, and then I was like, oh yeah, I'll print it out. Then like time caught up with me, and we're all in there, and like Barbara and I are kind of reading, and then and Aaron's reading, and all of a sudden Lindsay just busts out this. Like I don't even know. I can't even do the Ruby. That's my Ruby voice. But it was like I think all of our eyes were just like, what, Lindsay talking?
Thanks.
Really?
I
it
was
was so
listening-
awesome.
There's
I'm glad you
a
guys liked it. I felt
commentary
weird.
on the DVDs, including commentary
Yeah,
with us four.
did it.
So have fun with that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But I was listening
An
to
hour and a
the
half.
director's commentary with Miles, Carrie, and Monty, and they go on and on about like how you're one of the most impressive voice actresses they've ever worked with.
Yeah.
And I'm just
You
like,
come in
dude, I hear you.
with like a binder
I'm
and
a nerd.
and like highlights.
She's just a nerd.
and
She's
little
not impressive.
tabs. I have a question.
Michael made fun of me for that too and threw it on the ground of our apartment. At one point, he was like, "Pick it up, nerd!" And like my binder, I was like, "My lines,
Do you throw glasses at you? Put these on.
I'll crush them." No,
Like screw you, I'll lock you out again.
that's awesome. I appreciate it, but I think you guys are awesome. I mean, Kara just pulled out Weiss out of nowhere. Like it's completely different from Kara.
Kara
in
has
my
surprised
opinion.
me the most. I
Yeah,
think.
saucy
really?
as
Yeah.
Oh,
fuck.
thank you.
Yeah,
I
and
guess. I mean,
Oh,
even though
it's
she's like
awesome.
the bitchy character, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're such a bitch." I'm like, no, I'm
No,
just
she's
a-
take charge.
JJ's laughing
She's
right
the
now.
voice of reason.
No, but that's good
Exactly.
because she's supposed to be that kind of character, and the fact that you
Right.
portray it properly
Yeah.
it shows talent.
Same with
Well,
Erin.
thank you. I
Again,
think the
I
same
knew her
way,
in
too, with
college,
both of
and
them.
Erin loves to go out and have fun. I mean, we've known this. She's usually like, whenever we're at a party or something, Erin makes it a point to make sure everyone's having fun. She's like, "Hey, let's chill, let's enjoy
She
ourselves."
is. She's like
Yeah.
the most like hospitable, accommodating. Like
She'll come over and be like, "Sup,
everyone
friend? How you
okay?"
doing?"
She's the best.
And then, you know, as Blake, it's like, don't come near me. I don't want to deal with your issues. Go away.
I'm curious, has anyone noticed themselves acting more like their character once they started this?
After I record, yeah, it's pretty bad after I record. That's when it goes into the seriousness of what I was talking about earlier, where I'll walk around the apartment. Or I get like weird physicalities from RWBY, and I know you guys probably do it too in the booth. I know Kara like shakes her fist at RWBY or
I
like
go
does the finger like
crazy.
you
I have
listen to
like,
me.
stand up. I'm like, ah.
Yeah,
get into
for
it, but-
RWBY, it's a lot of like flopping. So I'll be in the booth and I'm like, and I'll bring that home, be like,
It'll just last forever.
yeah.
Miles noted that I've been wearing considerably more black. I was wondering when I started wearing more black because I have been wearing a lot more black.
We're wearing
Miles
black boots
said-
right now.
We all
We are
discovered.
all wearing the exact same thing.
did.
Black,
We noticed
black
that.
tops,
Okay,
blue
ready?
jeans,
If we can
black
get a wide,
shoes.
if we can get a wide, we can all put up our pants. There we go.
you go.
We're all wearing black,
unintentionally
Black
matching.
black
black.
boots and black sweater.
I was
Oh my
thinking
gosh,
about
it
wearing.
is uniform.
It really does.
the
We're like a
beacon
gang.
uniform.
we
Yeah.
planned it, but we really
Totally.
didn't.
This is post Beacon when we're in college and we form a bike gang.
Yeah.
We all just delve into alcoholism.
There you go.
It's cool. We were at Home Slice today and we saw a guy wearing a beacon hoodie. And
Nuh-uh.
I'm just like, oh, they're out in the wild.
That's funny.
They're out in the wild. I love that.
One
That's
of my
so fast.
favorite things to do is to go to conventions and tell people in costume or in one of our shirts or something like that, hey, I like your costume, or hey, I like your shirt. And they're just like, yeah, okay, thanks, whatever. And they walk off and I'm like, they don't know who I am. This is awesome.
That's funny.
I know it's a weird position to be in where it's like, I want to be like, hey, you're cosplaying as Yang. I play her.
That's kind of how Monty was at the first. We went to Acon in Dallas, and the first time Monty had ever seen a RWBY cosplayer, and it was awesome. I think we were standing, on the second level, looking down on everyone walking by and passing us, and we saw RWBY, and he immediately spotted us. I mean, like, it's like, where's Waldo? And we weren't even looking for it. He's like, RWBY! And he literally just busted ass, ran down to find her. She had no idea she didn't even know who Monty was. And
That's awesome.
he came back and he was like, yeah, I gave her like a pin and I was like, I made you. I created
made you.
Just so you know, I am your creator.
Yeah. It's just like, it's a weird thing to realize that so many people are watching the show and enjoying it, but they don't they might not even know Rooster Teeth. They just saw
right.
the show online.
It's just there.
We have fans in China who have done a Mandarin dub of the show,
Which is the
That's
cutest thing
incredible.
in the world,
Brazil?
by the
I
way.
have not
Adorable.
seen that.
Yeah, there's a Spanish RWBY dub as well.
Yeah.
And is there Portuguese as well? Because I know there's a Spanish dub, but you're saying in Brazil as well, so maybe there is a
Yeah.
Portuguese as well. But yeah,
So cool. Like my parents have an exchange student right now. She's from Taiwan, and she sent me a link to a Taiwanese website. Well, it's not Taiwanese. It's Chinese. Anyway, that it was just RWBY. She was like, "Oh, you're kind of famous. This is. Let me not be racist." Oh my gosh. But yeah, everywhere. That's so cool.
yeah.
It's really cool. Yeah, we get like emails and stuff from people. Oh, we have a.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
Karen doesn't want
Can
us
we
to
bring
cut
that
to
up on the
this.
main screen, please?
can we
I
bring
believe
that
some
up?
fan
But
art was
someone
just
has
created
a
by someone in the
I
booth.
know you
Hashtag
did, you big butt.
Sweet
care
use of
for-
impact font.
It's okay, actually. Ready? Wait,
Yes.
here we go again.
I hope you put some outer and
Yeah.
inner
Now you
strokes
can't
on
do
that.
it.
Right.
When you're put on the spot.
Maybe a 0.5 distance shadow.
Do you have to hashtag?
There we
when
go.
you
We
search
are
for something?
100% class on the RT Ladies cast
Absolutely.
today. So we do have a couple other questions.
Yes,
that
and
we
I must
pulled
roll
from Twitter.
in a little bit. I
We're
have to
almost-
duck out a tidbit early unless we are.
We're gonna
closing.
wrap in
No,
a
you're
couple
not.
minutes.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Achievement under work. I apologize, everyone.
God, way to do your job, Lindsay.
No, sorry, guys.
Do you feel like there's a character who represents you as a person, including your own?
I feel like I'm more a mix between Nora and Yang.
Yeah. Well, like saying you being the party girl.
Yeah.
Kind of just like one of those
Just-
outgoing. What's up?
Saying really stupid shit sometimes that doesn't need to be said. I love Yang. I do.
And
Yeah.
I love Blake.
Boo.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a mix between those two. Because I have booped before.
Yeah,
I'll boop
boo.
again.
Before?
Booped?
Oh.
I will find you. Boop. And I will boop you.
Like the dog and the cat. The dog is just like, boop, I'm going to boop your face. And he does, and he runs off, and it's so funny.
I feel like I'm
YouTube
pretty
video.
similar
I
to
understood.
Yang.
I'm with Aaron.
Yeah,
As a,
Yang.
just
Yeah.
yeah, maybe not like as crazy party girl as she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yang is based quite a lot on you as well as a person
Yeah,
too.
that's
so,
what Monty
Yeah.
had said when he was coming up with the characters and stuff like that. And
Yeah, and that's I know we talked about earlier about how our differences in our characters are, but I mean, Yang is a lot of Barbara, like a lot going hand in hand.
she's blonde.
Yeah.
I'm blonde. You know, that's
Boobies.
You grabbed Jack's balls the other day. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, he was just pissing me off. Man. I'm like,
wish
you're
I
getting
was-
married? What the hell?
Congratulations to Jack and Katie, by the way.
Yay!
You haven't tweeted them.
It was a beautiful,
Katie, who
beautiful
plays
ceremony.
Velvet
She
in
had the
RWBY.
cutest
Full
little
circle.
dress.
Yeah,
Cutest little
it's
dress.
adorable.
That's what I want to do. Just
I feel like I'm a mixture of everybody as far as characters go. And all honesty, I can see the little bit like the not immaturity, but the innocence, immaturity, and the little sister, and the guys in the control room. I can hear him laughing. So that part, and then if I need to be bitchy, I can be a bitch. But
We all have to be bitchy if we need to be bitchy.
And
It's how
still
we-
the fun blonde
how we get
party
through life.
girl. So I could have best of all worlds, I'll say.
you get the best
Of both worlds.
And then you said you're
what?
a little bit like Blake. But also
Everybody
like
makes
Ruby.
mistakes. Everybody has mistakes. I came in like a wrecking ball. I've actually never heard that song all the
I
way
wish
through.
I was more like
I
Blake.
thought it was came in like a rainbow for the longest time.
Came
That
in like
too.
a rainbow.
Like a rainbow.
She's just riding a wrecking ball because.
It's actually
Came
a
in
like
like
kids
a
commercial.
wrecking ball. I shouldn't say wrecking ball.
Did you ever see that video of Jeff
know, but-
singing it in the car?
God, yes. That's
Gavin has
incredible.
a video of Jeff where he's filming the road first, and it's like that whole chorus before. And then all of a sudden, when it's like wrecking ball, he like flips the camera over, and it's Jeff singing at the top of his.
The build-up's delicious. That's what makes
amazing.
the video is waiting for it.
It's the build-up.
It's true.
You gotta be prepared.
As far as
the
differences in
foreplay of
characters,
singing.
it's true. Let me feel you. I mean, we talked about it a second ago, but I feel like Blake's the closest to my personality.
Yeah.
Normally,
Chill.
Yeah. Maybe with a bit of Ozpin. I'm addicted to coffee. I usually have a mug
Oh,
by
I
me.
didn't think about that. Yeah.
Shout out to Ozpin,
Follow.
professional actor.
Shout out to coffee.
Thanks, Shannon.
So, what has been all of your favorite moments of doing this past year? It's been one hell of a roller coaster.
There's
I
so
think.
many. How? That's like, what's your favorite child? I don't know. I have 7.
Well, I think all of us though have to agree. We probably will all agree that RTX was
love
absolutely awesome.
That was
though.
amazing.
The panel where we showed the first
Our
episode.
panel.
Anyone
We're-
else cry? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Miles did.
I did
Like
a
a
little
bitch.
bit. And then he fucking surprised me with that.
Ah, everyone's laughing at that.
I
Comment.
cried like a bitch too, Miles.
Nice.
It's okay.
That was an incredible moment. Just getting to show everybody what all the guys and girls have been working on and getting to see the reaction from the audience. And
so cool.
And RTX is cool because it's like those are our biggest fans and they're the ones who want to see everything.
We were backstage whenever they started playing the episode, and we hadn't seen the audience because we got there before they had set up everything. So there were people there, but it wasn't the entire.
We had no
panel.
idea.
Yeah,
To
it was
the
maybe like
extent of how many
yeah,
people were there.
It was like half
It
full
was
when we
crazy.
got there, I guess, and then we were backstage waiting, and then the
Yeah.
episode came on. All of a sudden, it was like a gladiator arena. It was like, I was like, all right, I guess some people came to see Ruby.
I remember us 4 were just like in the back. Every time like one of our characters would come on, we'd be like, ah!
Yeah.
We all would like squeeze each other's hands. Like,
I was gonna say we did like craft circles where we held our hands. We're
Yeah.
like,
yeah, it was awesome.
I took pictures with everybody. I took selfies, I'm pretty sure, with every single one of y'all.
It was great.
Just to be like, this was the time
We gotta get this,
my
this
thing
moment.
started.
check it, yo.
So, we're running close, I believe, to time.
Yes.
Is that right?
We're
Dose
we're about
meetings.
to wrap
Barbara.
up here.
Excellent use of Spanish.
But we want
I was
to
gonna say the
thank
exact same thing.
everybody for coming to watch the first RT Ladies podcast. Remember that the DVDs are on sale.
Buy that.
DVD, The Black Ray, and also RWBY of season 11.
And the soundtrack is on
Blu-ray.
iTunes. Help us get to #1 and crush Pokemon.
Yeah,
like
screw
the
Pokemon.
like the
Let's
jerks
make
that they
it
are.
Let's make RWBY. Let's make it Ruby.
Make it rain.
Ruby. Let's make it rain on them Pokemon.
Make it rain on them hoes. So thank you, everybody. Hopefully, we'll do something like this again in the future. Who knows? But
If you like
Tweet
it,
us.
comment, tweet, be like, yes, we want you on again, or else this might be the last time you see us.
and girls rule,
ever.
boys rule.
Girls rule, boys drool. Yeah.
So thank you, everybody. Bye.